Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com. You are looking at the RUNDOING NY07. It's another fitness band, and it uses the same H+ tethering app that we've been taking a look at on some of these recently. So it seemed appropriate, while these are fresh in our minds, to take another look at another one and see how they compare. Boy, this one's in here. It's an IPS screen, it looks like. Got an interesting Apple kind of display with what you call complications. Is that what those things are all around the edge? There it is. And before we pull it out of the box, let's mention that you can pick it up through AliExpress, the RUNDOING official store. The NY07. Check the show notes down below for a buying discount coupon, or just look on here. Sometimes you can click on something to get an extra coupon. We'll let you know if there's something there, and we're going to encourage them to give you a little discount when this review goes live. What's it got inside? Well, it's a women's sports smart waterproof blood pressure heart rate fitness tracker, male support too, for Android and iOS. Now, if you recall, as we look through all of these different functions and features, the H-band app is specifically tuned if you register as a female to add a section in there for the period cycle. So whether or not you're going to use a particular band or watch like this one, you can have access to that kind of information through the tethered H-band app. Now, you add to the fact that this thing comes in pink and is a nice layout for a woman's arm or wrist, and you've got yourself a very interesting little fitness, health, and period tracking band. This one is in black, so this is generic, could work for male or female. It's got the little cover on the front. We'll take that off and dig deeper in the box to reveal the charging cable, which is a standard, wow, nice USB cord on there. That's not, don't usually find them that nice. And the 2-pin magnetic coupler. Okay, the band is a double snap band. That's, wow, it's really soft. Huh, okay, this has a notch to code it, it looks like, and good and strong. It'll hold the band. Charges, of course, USB, and that's great. A moderate selection of holes. Not sure that'll work on a really large man's arm, but it should work on average arms. And once we turn it on, we'll check how you put it on. Inside here, we've also got a screen protector that ships with it, and a little user's manual, which guides us through the basic operation for charging, multiple languages, the initial use instructions, and some ideas of the screens that you'll see. Here's the H-band tethering app QR code. But again, you can use the link in the show notes to go over and download the H-band app from the Google Play Store. And also, check out some of the videos I've listed there. They are in-depth reviews of the H-band app that I've done for other devices that use it for tethering. And that way, we can move quickly through this review, show you the basic features, and if you're really interested, you can learn more watching those other reviews about how the app works. Basically, it's setting things up for all your notifications, sedentary reminders, all the different pushes and whatnot. Here's information about taking heart rate, a Q&A section about app permissions, and then we're into other languages. Wow. Well, here we go. We're going to charge it up and turn it on for you. One additional thing you want to look for is if you have a plastic cover over the heart rate sensor port. And if you do, it's a good idea to take that thing off too. So we have one button on the front, that's it. And that should be on the bottom side here. Press and hold, give it a second, give it 2, give it 3, and it's booting up with the word hello. And we're on our first watch face. Good. charge already, and let's see what it does. Tapping the button will take us through the various pages. Here's our steps, calories burned, and distance traveled. And we're back to our home screen with all that information on it. And then the next one is the heart rate with, wow, a chart that it will graph your heart rate. Doesn't stay there. It's turned on the diodes. I'm going to put my finger on the back. It tells you your latest heart rate and overall beats per minute if it's current testing with the date, or the time rather, the current time up here. Looks pretty familiar to one we just recently reviewed, doesn't it? Okay, I'm getting 60. Unlike that other one, which gave little dots wherever your heart rate was, this one's got a graphic that's flashing showing kind of a chart. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to settle down and show a real chart over time, because it looks like 0, 6, 12, 18, 24. Looks like up to 2 days worth of recorded history. But it is at least showing you your current heart rate. Go to the next one, and it's giving you a graphic showing that it's pumping up a cuff, to give you a representative blood pressure. And once again, blood pressure readings are subject to interpretation. They are not necessarily accurate. Each person needs to check it on their own. I got a disclaimer in the show notes that talks about that. Basically, this is for entertainment purposes and a toy. Yeah, and XXX. For whatever reason, it didn't get it. Probably I need to have it on my arm properly. That would be the best. Here's your overall sleep quality information, light, deep, duration. And I waited too long. And we can get back there. Then you get to your sports, and you press and hold. Should take us into those. And it's basically a time versus calories versus heart rate versus steps. Tap it. You can pause it if you long press. Tap it. Hold for a long press, and that should get you out of it, and we're back out to the top. So basic same user interface, NY07, as we saw, and I believe it was the Y13. Let's see if we have any different watch faces. No, this tells you the information of the device itself. To change watch faces, we have to bring over that Tethering app. So let's do that. Again now, the Tethering app for this band is the H-Band 2. Got a lot of reviews on that. Check the show notes and jump in to look at an extensive review of the app. This is the Google Play Store listing of it. I've already got it installed. I say open. I've already got it set up and tethered, the NY07. When you're there, and this is in the Mine tab of the app, you go over to the actual band itself, scroll all the way down to setting of main interface style. So we want to see the other watch faces that you can have. This is the default one. Here's another one, style 1. You see it shows kind of a mix of the same information, just displayed differently. Here's one that's more simple, just the outline of the digits. Same thing here, a different kind of a font style. Wow, there's one with an animated graphic going on. Very interesting. Now, I'm just setting this thing up the next day, so I don't have any accumulated data. It all got reset at midnight, and we're just picking this up fresh. Here's the one you see in a lot of the pictures. Again, it's got the complications around the edges. And then there's another one that's just a very basic analog watch. And the default style again is back here. So while we're on the app, let me show you a few other things that you can do that are only doable from the app itself. Screen on time. Here I've got it set for 30 seconds. That's going to run the battery down a little faster than normal, but it's going to leave it on for a while. See how it's still staying on? You can have it run from as little as 3 seconds up to 30 seconds. And for me, I'm really happy with the 30-second use, except, of course, at night. That would be a little annoying at night. And for that, you've got a do not disturb capability that you can put it in so it won't light up when you twist your wrist, those kind of things. Another thing I wanted to show you is brightness adjustment. Here we have the option of turning on automatic adjustment. See it dim down a little bit? There it's full bright. There it dims down to fit the environment. And the overall range is from here at its lowest brightness all the way up to there at its fullest brightness. It's not the brightest light bulb in the box. I've got some other watches that are much brighter than this and easier to see outside, but it's not terribly dim either. And if you go with one of those high contrast type of interfaces, like, and that one's got white and blue. There you go, nice, big, bright. Let's check that one and leave it on there. And that would be more easily readable outdoors, I believe, than some of the other ones that you see. Again, it all depends on if you really need it outdoors or not. So that's the settings. You can clear data, check your firmware update, take photos, your overall switch settings. Here's where you pair the device, turn your wrist to see the time, right? And here's your heart rate alert. So when you turn this thing on, now you've got active heart rate alert with the band as well. So worth exploring this app. You can set your goals and sleep goals and change your units, link it to WeRun. You have a running section where you can actually do some activity from the app, and then your overall dashboard that's going to show you all of this stuff. Also, I want to go into mine and change my overall settings. So I change it here. Yeah, I'm going to change to female and confirm. And you can put in all kinds of things, height and weight and skin color, all of that. I'm going to save. And now, because I put in female, I come back to the dashboard, and you see I've got a place where I can keep track of ovulation, cycle dates, all the things that happen in that wonderful 28 days or so. And it just becomes part of the overall information here. It's not added to the watch as far as I know. You don't get another special screen giving you information on that. But you do have the information within the H-band app. And that's this one. It's the Y13. It's any of the other devices that tether to the app, because that's a feature of the app itself. Okay, we've covered just about everything I can think of on the band. You want to see it on and how it works? You go like this, I believe, and then you come through here. You find the holes you want to snap it into. Goes in pretty easy. And then you loop it through and under, and now it sits there. And of course, you twist your wrist to see the time, should light it up. And of course, when you do that, it only stays on for a couple of seconds, but you can set the timeout delay to go for up to 30 seconds. Although it seems to be staying on, usually it just does a quick one. That might be because I've actually touched it. Anyway, those are all the different screens on here. And I think this is just a flashing icon representation of a graph. Your actual heart rate information will be only thing that you'd see on the screen. Well, once again, this particular fitness band is coming to us from RUNDOING, and it's available on their personal store on AliExpress. Check the show notes again for a discount. We appreciate you using the links to our sponsors when you can, if you're interested in this device and the review helped you out. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.